Oh, Vikings are now above 500. Who would have thought that it would take a scientist to get the Vikings above 500? If you said that you knew all along that Josh Dobbs was going to do this, you should go to Vegas.
I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you. I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Cause all the world's strong. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game.
Well, that was an interesting game today.
Basically, it was last year's script. Last year's script all over again of winning games.
But I don't know about the there you go, Zoe. There you go, Zoe. The defense, man. If Brian Flores isn't defensive coach of the year, then
he's getting he's gonna get a head coaching job interview for sure.
Yeah.
Unless,
as Yogi said, he's still being blackballed.
He could be, but guess what?
Yeah.
There aren't any other outside of the Lions OC. There's nobody out there, and nobody's done more with less.
Yeah.
Than Brian Flores. So I mean, if they're going to really hold that against him, that's on the NFL, and that's the wrong thing for the NFL to do. But you know what? The NFL does that. It's a good old boys club.
Yeah,
and they do that. So,
unfortunately,
but
yeah.
I mean, granted, the defense did give up the touchdown at the end. Atlanta started running the ball, and
12 straight runs.
Yeah, 12 straight runs.
That's the recipe to beat this team.
Yeah, what is with teams that are not running the ball on us? You know, I think what happened was, I think in that Niners game, when the Niners couldn't run the ball, they started throwing all the time. And a lot of teams started to follow that philosophy. But Flores has his defense playing right now at a high level. A level that none of us expected. I thought the defense was going to be the Achilles heel.
If you would have told me last year at this time that next year the Vikings defense will be a top 12 defense, I would have told you what do you want?
Yeah, after what we saw with Donatel,
yeah, we need to get you committed.
Yep.
That just proves coaching is coaching.
Yep. So T-Bass, what's up?
Hey, that's the most excited I've been about a Viking victory in a long, long time. It wasn't pretty. I get on KOC's butt a lot. That was his best in-game coaching he's had since coming to the Vikings. And, the defense played great. They kept us in the game at the beginning with all those turnovers and just getting field goals. And, they just gave it time, and Dobbs kind of came around. It was pretty exciting. I'm excited about it. Paul looked good what he was in, but rookie mistake. When you got two guys in front of you on the 2-yard line, just go down, man. You're not going to get in the end zone.
Well, he did go down, but then he took that shot to the head that wasn't called.
Yeah, I personally think he got knocked unconscious for a little bit. The way his arms were laying out, and when the refs were waving in real quick.
Oh, his eyes rolled. His eyes had rolled in the back of it. His eyes were like kind of glossied over, like he's out.
I think he was out for a little bit.
I think T-Bass is at work, or else we would probably see him.
But great win, exciting win. I mean, I give KOC credit. These guys are playing now with a little bit of hunger and attitude the last 3-4
Well,
games.
they got confidence, and that's what confidence does.
And I didn't think KOC had it in them to turn that team around.
I think a lot of it. They've kind of both sides of the ball have took on the attitude of Brian Flores too. I think he's got a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, this was. I agree with you, T-Bass. This was his best coached game so far.
Yeah, it was, and you know, I Hall looked pretty damn decent, and I give credit to, you know, we get on Madison a lot. He had 93 yards rushing, right? And I mean,
he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, no, 93.
I think he had 93 total.
He had 93 total yards.
Okay, all right. Well,
our leading rusher was Dobbs.
Yeah, it was 66.
Yeah. So you know,
hey, T-Bass, you're being called out by Tom. Calling you a Bears fan.
yeah, but at least I'm not a freaking Packer fan. Hey, Curtis, funny story of today when you were on the stream and you said you were surprised Dobbs didn't get number 13. You know how in baseball they trade numbers a lot? A guy comes to a team and they'll buy the number.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that in the NFL.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can?
Have you ever heard the story? Have you ever heard the story about Mitch Williams and John Crook?
Oh, about the John Crook says you can have my number, just buy me like Twinkies and a case of beer or something like that.
He charged it. Yeah. Mitch Williams asked Crook, what's it going to cost to get, 44? And Crook told him 12-pack of beer and 2 boxes of Twinkies.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that live stream was actually pretty fun to do today.
But that was, like I said, KLC did a good, all with Darrisaw out and the injuries. I'm pretty excited about it.
Now we got more injuries. Now Akers is out.
Yeah, well, he had a history of being injured.
I saw this earlier. I said this on the One Bar show. There's a doctor on X, Twitter. What he does is he watches the injuries of the league and he goes over them. And he showed the video. It's just the same video where you can see the Achilles tendon popping. He said not only is this a year ending, he said this could be career because this was the Achilles in his other foot. So now he's popped both of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and there's a difference between a rupture and a tear, right? A rupture is really bad, I think, right?
A tear is worse. I had a tear.
That's worse than because I thought a rupture like explodes.
A tear is you got to completely rebuild it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend to play one on TV either or on YouTube. My wife might know, but she's sleeping. But
I remember a guy on my softball team ruptured his Achilles, and I remember hearing it, and he just took a step.
Well, either one's bad.
Yeah. Well, years ago, those ended careers. That's how Rosie Greer ended his career. He tore his Achilles. He never.
Well, this guy was in a full-length cast for like 4 months. He had a full-length cast on his leg.
Yeah.
I imagine it's a little bit different today. I imagine you wouldn't have to go. With
the way modern medicine is, the recovery rate is quicker. But what's like we said, Akers tears his other one.
Yeah,
that can be a problem.
That doesn't. That's why I'm not real concerned about the kid from Washington quarterback.
So just
because our advancements in medicine, he's had 2 surgeries.
Yeah. Is it McBride time though?
Yes.
I mean, it would have to be, right?
Yes.
Ty Montgomery and McBride. It's the only thing I can think of. What up, everybody? We got 15 people in house. Appreciate every one of you guys that are here.
I had to bring up McBride. Let's see.
We got Dave in here. We got Gil in here. We got Love Kruger is also Dave. We got George Blunt. Thank you for joining, George. You've been here. You've been one of our loyals. We got, T-Bass, obviously. We got Tom. We got Joker Nation.
For sure, David.
What's up? And we got Sodak Kid. Thank you. We got Skull for Life, the Barber 75. Um, so, Zoe, we haven't heard from
Right,
you
what's
yet.
the deal?
What's your thoughts, man?
Man, about the game or Dobbs? Which one?
Both. Either or.
Either or.
Either or.
It was a good game, but I think Dobbs is exactly what I expected. Like, people gonna be bashing Dobbs because he was playing kind of crazy early in the game, but Dobbs ain't expecting him to play today. He thought he gonna be holding the clipboard and drinking water all day.
He went in there cold.
31 points.
Yeah, he went in there cold. He didn't even know the linemen didn't even know the cadence. They learned the cadence on the sideline.
Right.
Bob and Weed. Fact.
Yeah.
Also, I also heard. I don't know if this was. It was one of the Vikings reporters. I don't know if it was Tom Parcello, if it was Matthew Collar, if it was one of those guys. They said that Dobbs didn't even know who he was throwing to. He just saw a jersey of the same color and threw it to him.
I could
Yeah,
believe that.
he was basically.
He didn't know if he was throwing it to Addison. He didn't know if it was Osborne or I'm pretty sure he knew it was Hawkinson because Hawkinson's different from everybody else. But
Yeah.
He basically was he was asking the players in the huddle. So what works best? What's going here? What's doing? It was on the job.
Yeah.
On the job.
We got 26 people in the house. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel and Yogi's channel. We're also trying to grow his. We appreciate every one of y'all in here. And Zoe's also got a channel.
Yeah,
Zoe, if you want to,
Hey, guys.
channels. If you want
I'm going to get going. I'm going to get going, but one thing.
Okay.
That was the highest point total of the year so far. And
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 turnovers. How can Cousins throw for 370 in a game?
Don't do that, T-Bass.
Well, I am going to say, I'm going to say that they could have scored 31 against Green Bay last week, but they didn't. They took their foot off the pedal.
It's just
they had to. Well, Atlanta's defense is not good. That's what we were all saying. Atlanta's defense is not good. You know
what the problem with Atlanta is? The head coach.
Yeah.
If they had a competent head coach, we'd probably lose this game.
Yeah.
But
all right, T-Bass.
All right, T-Bass.
Appreciate you, T-Bass. Appreciate you, brother.
Yogi, what's the deal?
Yogi, what's up? What's up, Yogi?
The man, the myth, the legend.
We've been looking for.
If I had the sound clip, I'd play it. Let's get 2 claps to the flip
on you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have the sound bite.
We need rap in here with that motherfucker.
Yeah. Give me 2 claps to the Ric Flair.
Woo! Let's fucking go. I tell y'all this. Hey, yo, what I tell y'all last night?
Dogfather, who let the dogs out?
Dob bring a different element to the Minnesota Vikings offense that we never seen before. That the NFL ain't never seen.
Well, Hall had it, but he got, unfortunately.
Hall would have had it too.
I would have.
Listen, man. People stop with this Hall shit, man.
What Hall was doing the exact
What are you so down on Hall for? What did he do?
He ain't doing nothing.
He sold his lunch money.
Oh, here goes Zoe again on some bullshit.
For real though. But look.
I'm just gonna right now, Zoe. I gotta tell you, I'm not drinking. I ain't ready for this shit. Okay, I'm not ready. I ain't drinking.
Hey, if Zoe wasn't controversial, he would not be Zoe.
No, but look, let's be for real, man. Like Hall looked at okay. We ain't see too much of him, but Hall can't get back in there. This Dobbs job.
Yeah, but I don't know if Dobbs. See, if
he's going to be the thing with Hall is he's going to be in concussion protocol.
Yes,
that's a given. Now, here's the thing with Dobbs, and I give Dobbs credit. Dobbs has played all year, and it's not like he never lined up at all this year. He was starting with the Cardinals, who, by the way, sucked without Dobbs.
My God, did they even get across the 50 today?
Oh, that game was embarrassing. That game was embarrassing. And so Dobbs comes in. The only thing, Dobbs now has a week to actually learn a little more of the playbook, which is going to be which will be scary for the Saints. Because here's what Dobbs does that teams could key on the Vikings, especially in the box. You knew Kirk wasn't going to run.
Exactly.
Guess what Dobbs is going to do? He's going to run, and he's going to be effective.
That's what I'm saying. He brings
that changes the whole dynamics of the Minnesota Viking offense right there, because you now have a agile quarterback who can move. Yeah, stop bragging there, Yogi. And
you have me get to drinking in a minute, man.
and he can also throw on the move.
Yes.
And that's going to open up the offense. That's going to get those receivers open. It changes the whole complex of the Viking offense.
That's
Gives
what
them
I'm
a different
saying.
look.
That's why I'm
Right.
saying we got to keep diving.
But here's the thing. I think Hall could have did that too.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Is this question here is
Both
we
of the
don't-
quarterbacks can move.
we
Both of
don't-
them being able to run
right.
is a
We don't-
big plus.
We don't know if Hall would have been able. We don't know what Hall would have been able to do. And that's the tragic thing is we don't know.
You right, y'all
You know,
right.
but I would like to see Hall. I mean, like I said, unfortunately, fortunate, however you want to look at it, you could say unfortunate if you wanted to see what Hall had with him playing this year. Well, Dobbs playing like he did today, I don't know if Hall's going to see the field, but I don't think if Dobbs could play like he played today all the time, he would be a starter. He wouldn't be a career backup. Problem is Dobbs. Dobbs can play like this, but he doesn't do it consistently.
Wait.
He's not consistent.
We not about to do that to Dobbs, though.
Well, he's going to be the starter. I'm not saying that.
This offense we have in Minnesota, it made for a quarterback like Dobbs. And we get JJ back.
So you're saying re-sign Dobbs as a starter for the future.
I said that last night for a 1-year deal before I bring Kirk Cousins' ass back.
Well,
unfortunately, Kirk's coming back.
Yeah, they're bringing Kirk back.
Kirk ain't coming back, man. Listen here, man. Kirk is on the books for what? 25 mil, right?
Yeah, he'll be back for 1 year.
No, listen. You get Dobbs a 1-year deal for 15 million, you still win. You still at what, 35, 40 mil for a quarterback?
Well, here's what you bring Kirk back. You just don't give him a guaranteed money.
Kirk don't come back. You re-sign Dobbs.
They probably will re-sign Dobbs. Well, no, okay. Now here's the problem. Now that we're thinking ahead, if Dobbs continues to play the way he has or the way he does, he's gonna be in big demand. Somebody's gonna overpay for him.
No, they won't.
Oh,
Cause they gonna think
look at Geno Smith.
Yeah, look at Geno.
They gonna think just like Kirk thinking. He a backup and he this and that.
Oh, hey, my girl's in here. Hey, baby.
But like I said, though,
fan too.
I've seen. I mean, if Dobbs was, I mean, I know Arizona's bad, but he's better than PJ Walker. You know, but PJ Walker, beat him out. I think Stefanski knows what he's talking about when it comes to offense. So Dobbs, hasn't been able to stick anywhere. It has to be. I mean, if he was good, as then he would have.
Well, now I think with what happened in Arizona, you're starting to see how bad that franchise.
Well, he
is.
has more talent in Minnesota to throw to. He's in a way better situation.
He's in a better situation, and he's in a better situation with. Oh God, here she goes. He's in a better situation with the Vikings than he ever was with Arizona. But that being said, you're going to look at a lot of teams in the offseason that are going to be quarterback starved. And if they do get a rookie, they're going to kind of want that veteran to have just in case that rookie falls apart.
They can get Kirk. Shit,
and by the way, people in the chat. by the way, the people in the chat, Tony and I are not saying that we would want Kirk Cousins back. We're saying what we think the Vikings are going to do.
Oh, I never once said I wanted Kirk Cousins back, but it looks like they're going to get him back.
Kirk and Tony, though, I tell y'all this. KOC loved that mobile quarterback. He was hugging Dobbs so much.
That's part of KOC's offense. He wants a mobile quarterback.
Exactly. And Kirk ain't shit mobile about Kirk.
But Jared Hall is mobile too, and he's younger. So
and he drafted him. So Hall is going to be a little bit more, in the hot Dobbs play. I'm not taking anything away from Dobbs.
No, I feel you, but
but I don't think Dobbs in their mind is the future. I think.
But here's the thing: if Dobbs plays out the rest of the year like he did today, if he balls
without the
out
turnovers.
without the turn, well, there's going to be turnovers. Let's just he
Well,
came in cold,
but not like
right?
Like
He
two a
came in
game.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, today he gets a pass, just like
Yeah.
Hall would get a pass.
Right.
Yeah. Hall looked good before he got hurt.
Yeah, just like Hall would get a pass. So,
After his first series, he looked good. He was nervous.
But if
you
he-
could tell. Yeah.
but if he balls out and actually wins a playoff game, changes the whole dynamics and the whole narrative.
you better hope the
of this
Lions
team.
don't turn into the Lions. So,
Look at my you see Dobbs? Hey, Dobbs. Hey, I don't care nobody say like.
we love you,
I
Lions Syndicate. You're
I
actually a legit Lions fan who's not been
Yeah,
talking smack
yeah,
just to get your team
Derek's
to
my
finally
guy.
good. Yeah.
Man,
Derek's my
I don't
dude.
know, man. You gotta roll with Dobbs, man.
Right now, you stick with the hot
Oh
hand.
yeah. Oh, Mullins is
until
done.
Dobbs get hurt, then Hall come back in. But until then, man, Hall got
Well, like I said, Hall is probably going to be out this week too. But here's another dilemma: who's going to be your backup quarterback? Please don't say Mannion.
don't Nick
It's
Butler back?
it's got to be Mullins.
Yeah, he back.
Mullins is hurt.
I think he come back this week, don't he?
No, not he could, but he's still hurt from what I heard. I know JJ can come back.
I just don't know. It's got to be if it's not Mullins, it's got to be Mannion. It's got to be.
Oh God, don't say that.
Well, they
don't
have
say
nobody
that.
else.
Don't say. Oh shit.
They don't have anybody else.
It don't matter. Dobbs ain't gonna get hurt. He playing the whole game against.
But
the
if Dobbs gets hurt, our emergency quarterback got hurt.
So don't jinx him, dude. Don't jinx him. That motherfucker get played hurt on the first damn play.
Dobbs better turn into fucking Cousins where he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
He about to be like Case Keenum was that one year, man. I can see it. I ain't lying to you.
Hey, chat, just a Lions Syndicate. He's not one of them Lions fans who's like
Yeah, be easy on him, man. He
yeah,
love people,
yeah. He's
man.
actually he's actually an honest Lion fan. He knows his team can still blow it, but he's happy they're doing well. He's not one of these Lions fans that is talking crazy.
He's been a Lions fan through thick and
Yes.
thin. Put it that
Yeah.
way. So
So-
he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's been a Lions fan through the good and the bad.
Well,
So
Most bad, good.
Y'all ready for McBride to have to step up?
He's gonna have to.
I hope so.
I'm done with Madison, dude.
I'm done with Madison. I was done with Madison
Yogi,
3
you and I
weeks
were-
ago.
Yogi, you and I were talking about this on the live stream. I'm done with Madison, man.
Yeah.
Keep him as the receiving back, the third down back. Let McBride run. McBride may not be the fastest guy, but at least he knows how to read a
And
damn-
once again, why isn't Chandler getting some reps?
He will now.
He's gonna have to.
He
now.
will now.
He's gonna have to.
And another thing too, though, like Dobbs did all of this with no running game.
The
Well, he
running game was
the running
him.
game.
The running game was him. Yeah, he did this without a running game.
And go back. And to
I
go
only
back
want to
hard,
see Madison running wheel routes and
no
slants.
end route.
You know what though?
That
That-
would have been.
But that
that-
the one pass today that Hall hit Madison with,
And then
that was a pretty pass.
that was.
I was shocked Madison caught it.
I was Madison. I thought it was a receiver who caught it.
That was
I thought it was Osborne for a second because they
Yeah.
both have long hair. Then it was a single digit. I'm like, Madison?
yeah.
But as good as that play was, it still should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, we got and once again we got in the red zone and
So let me ask y'all this though. Like y'all talk about, y'all want Hall to come back in, right? But if you
I never said I wanted Hall to come back in.
no, I think Kirk did. Then my bad. I think Kirk said
No, I said if Dobbs plays like he did today, he's not going to lose his job.
Hall's not getting on the field if Dobbs plays out the way he did
Right.
today.
But if Dobbs slips and has
Yeah.
an awful game, you will see Hall.
Okay, but other people saying they want to see Hard get back in the game and stuff like that. But my question to that is, you want to see a rookie quarterback in the game with no running game? That ain't
Well, I mean, think about it though. You would never have thought that Dobbs would have done what he done today, coming in on Tuesday.
No,
playing
especially
like he did today.
and not knowing the playbook, not knowing the
playbook.
cadence, not
Yeah.
knowing who his damn offensive linemen and receivers were.
Right.
He's a veteran though. But see, here's the thing.
that
Now
one-
this is where his brains come into effect. The guy is a rocket scientist. He ain't no dummy.
Yeah.
so he can think.
Yeah.
Which also means he can move on his feet. He can improvise. He can keep drives alive. We saw that today. It adds another element to the offense that basically now the rest of the defenses that they face, which are still average at best, they've got to worry about Dobbs not running with the ball. And here's the scary part. This is what he did with Hawkinson and Addison and Wright and Powell and Jackson. What the hell is he going to do when JJ walks on the field?
And with a full rep with the ones.
And a full rep with the one. And Darisaw comes back.
Darisaw. Yeah, I understand that Chandler can probably not block, but that doesn't mean you can't play him at all. He is by far and away the most explosive running back on the. He is by far and away the most explosive running back on the roster.
James, I got to tell you something. You talk about Chandler not being able to block. Madison can't block either. Madison got lit up a few times. As a matter of fact, he got lit up in that Carolina game pretty bad trying to block. It was actually embarrassing. I felt bad for the guy.
Did you guys see Dobbs' presser?
No, I ain't seen
No,
it.
I didn't.
Oh man, that man told the coaches. The coaches asked him how he felt if he had to go in the game, and he said, "The 20 plays on the sheet, I got them. You start pulling other shit. I don't know, but the 20 you gave me,
he's got it. Yeah. He's got it.
Well, they obviously had to run more than just those.
They probably and those were the 20 plays that were probably designed for Hall.
Yeah.
What up, Eric?
So it's Dobbs comes in, he proves his veteran. He's a veteran. The guy's done it. Didn't he take the Titans to the playoffs last year?
Yeah, when he just got there.
I would like to say though, we are forgetting one. We have not mentioned this person yet. How about Mr. Jordan Addison with another sideline fucking catch?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wide receiver 1. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
1A. The Vikings have a 1A and a 1B at the wide receiver position. This is Chris Carter, Randy Moss type of stuff right now.
It is. That's the scary part too. Now that you get a mobile, strong arm quarterback, and there was nothing wrong with Kurt's arm. That was fine. Yeah. He just wasn't mobile. Right. When you got a strong arm mobile quarterback who can improvise, that's going to open up that offense. You're going to see it's going to be a highlight reel.
And I just seen somebody in the chat said the Vikings not winning the shit this year, so why not play the rookie quarterback? And I disagree with that. If the Minnesota Vikings can get everybody healthy and get Dobbs up to speed, the Minnesota Vikings offense will be a scary offense because the defense is for real. If we can get Dobbs up to code and get JJ back and everybody else, because ain't nobody really scared of the damn Eagles.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. We play the Eagles again, we're beating them.
Dobbs is a better version of Case Keenum.
I could take that. I could. Yeah.
He's got a much stronger arm than Case Keenum.
He's bigger than Case too.
He's also big.
He's got that stride. It's when he's running, reminds me a lot of Robert Smith. Robert Smith had that long stride. He didn't look fast.
Yeah.
But nobody was catching.
Dobbs was faster than I thought he was.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that fast.
Yeah.
He was nice. Then he go to I think he went to Tennessee.
He's got.
Dobbs was he was Tennessee.
He graduated with honors aerospace engineering from the University of Tennessee.
He's a rocket scientist. The man is a rocket scientist. So you think
he has a job with NASA lined up when he retires?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and Hall is smart himself, so it ain't like we got dummies playing quarterback.
Yeah. But Dobbs just brings something different. I think
Dobbs is that mobility is what is exciting people, because as good as Kirk has been, we all know he is a sitting duck in that pocket, and if that pocket collapses, he gets rattled. Whereas we saw today, just on that touchdown run, where Dobbs got away from the blitz and scored. That right there, that was kind of like, holy, we haven't seen that ever. I guess since what, Dante or
Dante.
Yeah, since probably Dante Culpepper. So I mean, and we were never out of the game.
No.
Now, flip the coin. Atlanta ain't the best team. That team with better coaching probably beats us. Arthur Smith and I was listening to my girlfriend. She was up and down her timeline of Falcons fans. They all want Smith gone.
Oh, he
And
will
after
be.
today, they really want Smith gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Heineke was not great. The only real offense that the Falcons put together was when they ran the ball on that
At the
last
end.
drive. Yeah, when they
Yeah.
ran the ball, which
When they switch running backs too.
yeah, after once Bijan fumbled that ball, they went away from Bijan. But he hasn't been running Bijan much at all this year.
They don't. I was watching a Falcons post game because I do that. Like whether the Vikings win or lose, I always watch the other team's post game show just to see what they're saying. What up, Davy James? They said that the Falcons coaching staff does not trust Bijan right now.
I
Yeah,
see
because
why.
he fumbled because he fumbled the ball.
He's fumbled every time. Every time they've given him an extended run, he turns the ball over. But
Yes.
shit, Adrian Peterson did that when he was a rookie too. You know, he's your number one. He's your first round pick. Well, you got to have you got to roll with him, man. Because yeah, he may fumble the next play. He could break it for 80.
Right.
You know,
He's got that
Right.
that ability to do it.
so
He wasn't running good today though.
no, but the defense, so far from what I can tell, the defense is weak. The defense weakness is if you run the ball every down, which not too many teams can do, not patient
Right.
enough, and that's that little screen to the quick receiver on the sideline. McCaffrey scored on it for the 49ers,
Janu scored on it too.
and Janu scored on it today. So those right now, those are the two weaknesses I see
What up, though, Dave?
with this defense. But the defense played well today. How about
Yeah.
Ivan Pace? Almost got he almost got the sack.
Almost had to sack there.
Yeah.
Almost had to sack.
So Pace showed out.
Ooh.
Also, Yogi is dropping the links to Zoe's channel, my channel, and his channel. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. We really appreciate it. We're trying to grow this network that we're all part of. We are all one Purple Love family, and this is a great season to talk about because this season has thrown us a curveball that we've never thought before. With Cousins being hurt, JJ being hurt, players left and right getting hurt, and they still winning. So I don't know what to make of this season. I'm confused with the Vikings this year.
Yeah, man. But what I'm about to tell you? Oh, yeah, like Dobbs. Dobbs been written off so many times in the NFL. He know this is his chance right now to do something great for himself. Everybody wrote him off.
So you're saying that he could be the Vikings version of the Seahawks, Geno Smith?
I think he could be this year Nick Foles. Shit, I'm gonna go deeper. Shit, you know how Nick Foles came in there and won that Super Bowl?
He's got a good point.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
He's got a
it
good
does,
and he's got
it does
he
have a
is-
2017 feel to this team.
huh?
This team has the 2017 feel to it.
Oh, yeah.
and also, I mean, I hate Dobbs
Uh-oh.
is the type of quarterback
Royalty has entered the house.
Oh, hey, mom.
Hey, Mama Kirk.
Mom.
But I mean, and Dobbs is the type of quarterback that
Love you, man.
that
I'll call you
KC
later.
wants. That's the type of quarterback he wants.
Yeah,
To
man.
run that
So
offense.
I'm just saying, I appreciate, like I said, with 2017, I appreciate everything that Keenum did, but I knew Keenum wasn't going to go any farther than that particular year, especially seeing how the head coach didn't like him. There was Mike Zimmer hated Case Keenum. Why? Because he took too many chances. He was
If your name wasn't Teddy, he didn't like you.
exactly. But I don't think KOC has that same reaction to Dobbs. I think KOC would be like he took it. What we didn't see today, which I think we'll probably see next week against the Saints, is none of the passes were really down the field. There was really no downfield thrown today. Everything was like 5 to 10 yards. I think next week
they kind of took what the Falcons gave them.
right. And with Dobbs, I think with Dobbs next week they'll be throwing. I think the offense will be more open up to throw the ball deeper, but they still can't run. They got to run until that's the number one thing they have to do.
But see, it's the same damn thing every week. Stop running Madison.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Stop running Madison. Madison misses the holes. And then when he gets to the line, he just tiptoes. It's like hit the damn hole. Run
Yeah.
with some authority.
Which
You know?
McBride, like I said, McBride was doing that in the preseason. McBride may not be the fastest guy, but he, when you talk to all the scouting, they're like, yeah, he's not the shiftiest guy, he's not the fastest guy, but he knows where the hole is at. And he
By
hits
the way,
hole hard.
where is Nwangu?
That's your boy, man.
I never seen Nwangu as my guy.
To be honest with you, I think Nwangu's done because Ty Chandler's returning kicks.
You saw who was on the field today, Jalen Naylor.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like, I don't know. The personnel decisions right now, and they've showed their problems every now and then with certain lineups and stuff. But if it's not working with Madison, stop running them.
Man, Madison had 16 carries for 44 yards. Akers had 8 carries for 25 yards.
I think Akers would have been the starter next week if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah,
Should be.
Madison ain't it, man.
Mm-mm.
Well, Madison is what he is. He's a backup,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
which is fine. Which is fine. You could have a hell of a career in the NFL being a backup.
Yeah.
You can still make life-changing money. You could still get the pension if you play enough years. It's great. You can be a backup and still have a great life for yourself. I know you want to be the main dog, but you just, the NFL is different. You're either the main dog or, you're a backup or you don't make it. It's one of the three.
Yeah. It's, we got the Saints next week. Another winnable game, by the way.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah,
winnable game.
They barely beat the Bears today.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they beat the Bears by 7, but it was
wow.
close all the way.
Yeah, it was close all the way.
Matter of fact, what's his name ran for a bunch of yards.
Taysom Hill.
The Bears quarterback.
Yeah, and Taysom Hill was the reason the Saints won.
Yeah, it wasn't Carr.
Yeah.
Trust me,
Yeah.
it was not Carr.
Yeah, Madison had more yards receiving than running, which when you're running
Damn.
back, you don't want that.
I ain't know that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the chat's actually going pretty fast. It's hard for me to keep up. We never had this many people. I appreciate you guys being in here.
It's a home game too, so it's going to be the home crowd, so that helps.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So Dobbs right now is the man in the Twin
Yeah.
Cities. He's the man in the Twin Cities right now.
hey, David, you and I
So-
don't agree on much, but I agree with you on this comment about at least trying to run the 30 times. May not be exactly 30, but around there, just so the RPO, if they're going to introduce the RPO to the offense, and even the play action, just run it a little bit more.
Yeah, that with Madison. Shit.
They actually ran more today. I think didn't they have the most carries most rushes of the season, Yogi?
They did. They actually, as a team, they had like 32, 33 carries. Maybe, I think when they put the stat up, it was towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
They had like 32.
Yogi's got that command center set up.
I think they ended up with like 34, 35. So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm multitasking.
no, you're not. You're doing mock drafts.
You mocking.
I want to mock.
Hey, I have to be up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. It's my first. I'm switching to day shift starting tomorrow. I'm usually up
Okay,
at
then you
4.
better go
okay.
live during the week.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed his whole schedule and everything. Yeah,
Shit, I gotta wake up at 5 in the morning. Shit.
I'm glad
and
I
the
ain't
job
gotta do
that I'm going for, I really do not like the hours. I may have
What hours is it?
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon to midnight.
I hate it.
I hated those hours.
Hell yeah, I hate them
I
damn
hated
hours,
those
dog.
hours.
The pay is good.
Especially
The
on
pay-
a fucking Friday.
That's
Oh,
the worst.
It's
That's the
it's
worst.
It's Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday and Mondays would be 2 days off.
Mm.
I hate the schedule, but it's not. It's actually a full. It's not contract because in IT, it's always a lot of IT work, a lot of contracting work. This is actually non-IT. This is actually FTE position. So but I'm still looking for something else if I don't get it.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. See, 1976 revenge game make it to the Super Bowl. That'd be which 76 game are you talking about, George?
Raiders.
No, it's 76. You probably think it's 75 with the Cowboys.
The Cowboys
Beat the,
lost
beat,
today.
the, beat the Cowboys in the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Cowboys lost today. They lost to the Eagles, which I'm almost starting to hate the Eagles as much as I hate the Cowboys.
I'll always hate the Cowboys more. Yeah,
The
you know what
Cowboys lost
though?
that game.
Philly did not impress me.
No, they
They
did not look good today.
impress me at all.
No,
You
me
know,
neither.
That's why it's kind of interesting now to have a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, but
Where's what we're talking about? A
it's
mobile
hard for me.
quarterback.
It's hard for me to do YouTube content with that schedule. That's my biggest complaint about it.
Yeah, hell yeah. When people be gonna lie like all day in the
Yeah.
afternoons and shit, you gonna be
Yeah.
at work.
You're at work.
Yeah. But so Zoe thinks we should ride with Dobbs the rest of the season, even if Dobbs has a bad game, a couple bad games in a row. Do you guys?
Oh wait. I ain't say all that now. You said that
What are you
new
talking about?
You said bad games in a row with an F.
You just said. I told you all about Dobbs. This is Dobbs. Dobbs has not given their chance. Dobbs has done this. Dobbs is this, and we should roll with Dobbs the rest of the season. And then I'm like, okay, because Tony and I were saying if he messes up, then give Hall a chance. You're like, no, stick with Dobbs.
Well,
Yeah, he kind of got you there, Zoe.
the way he said it though, he said if he had a few bad games in a row. Hold on,
Well,
wait,
it could happen.
Well, he's gonna have those games where he looks like a backup. That's
Yes.
just gonna happen.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
But I don't know because the Vikings offense is everything there for him. You got just no running game. You got weapons. JJ be back. Darisaw be back. You got TJ. KJ probably come back. He ain't got to do a lot for real.
I don't know. KJ looked kind of. I don't know if
I
KJ's
just
coming back.
threw it.
KJ, he'll be in concussion protocol. He'll be.
I
fine.
just threw his name out there though.
But by the way, that guy should be that Falcons guy you hit him. I wonder how big his.
There's
fine
gonna
can
be fines. They didn't get the flags, but there's gonna be fines. Those players are gonna be fined.
Yeah.
So yeah, like my girl says, stick with Dobbs mobile.
Yeah.
Well,
quarterback.
Dobbs has already beaten the Cowboys this year.
Yeah.
Beat them pretty bad.
Yeah, people forget that he beat them pretty bad.
The only team they beat. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Shit,
That's
only team
they already.
beat.
I mean,
So if the Vikings face the Cowboys in the playoffs, Dobbs has already beat them once.
we're beating the Cowboys.
Yeah, because the defense is for real, man.
Yeah, we're.
I know
beating the
they
Cowboys.
got their issues with the run game at times, but man,
Put
like
it
I
this
said,
way:
But you got to be able to run a little bit the playoffs.
if everything sticks to script like it did today, but instead you have the Vikings kind of win out some of these games, like actually win them, and not have the heart attack game like we did today. It looks good, but it also looks like you go into that wild card round of the playoffs. You might win that first game.
I had to, so.
Oh Jesus!
Here they go with that shit again, huh?
Oh Jesus!
I don't know. I'm not. I mean, but it's also hard to say. Is the offense going to continue to play like this? Is the defense going to continue to play like this, or do they just play a bad football team?
It also depends on KLC's play calling. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
He still has his moments where he had to dumb down the playbook for Hall and even more for Dobbs, but basically it sounds like Dobbs was winging it. Dobbs was just out there winging it
Did you
today.
see the ball drop after that run in the fourth quarter on the sidelines?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like a nice drop, but he dropped the ball.
It's almost like he knew he was going to win it.
Yeah.
He dropped the ball like, yeah, I got this. I'm going to win this.
And the throw that he made to Powell in the end zone for the touchdown, he threw where only Powell could get to it.
Yeah.
How the hell was Powell so wide open?
Well, Powell was open earlier too, but Dobbs threw it late.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's almost like the Falcons ignored him.
Well, they were doubling
Addison. And that helped on the sideline too. That double there, really.
Well, what you gonna? It's like that song, "Bad Boys, Bad Boys." What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when JJ comes back?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The Vikings offense gonna be scary, man. And I really think the running game gonna get better, man. 'Cause I think Todd Chandler is gonna get more opportunity to run the football.
We keep saying that every week, but
Akers
He
gone
doesn't.
now.
Akers will go on IR, so you're going to have to. If Madison's not doing it, you're going to have to go to Chandler. You're going to have to.
Or McBride.
Or McBride. But here's another thing too. Dobbs put up 31 points today,
The most we ever had.
the most we had this season. He
That
put up
tell you a
31
lot.
points.
That tells you a lot right
That
there.
tells you a lot.
And
Here's the thing.
And we played against a lot of teams worse than Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, but the turnovers kind of helped out too.
But still, even with Kirk, as good a quarterback as Kirk is, he could not get us a touchdown and get us scores when we needed them for some reason this year. He couldn't do it really last year either. But the red zone offense would just kind of like get stagnant. And now all of a sudden you see what Dobbs and Hall could have did it too.
I think that's two things. Where the offense will get stagnant red zone with Cousins is one, he's not mobile, and two, when you have the play calling by KOC, it's a lot easier to score on the red zone when you have a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can actually see with Dobbs and Hall. You're going to have bootlegs.
Yeah.
You're going to have run pass options. It opens up the offense the way that KOC wants to open it up.
Yeah,
they're gonna install some RPOs this
that's
week.
an
Yeah.
interesting.
If they don't,
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
interesting thought from Davey Chains here.
If Hall completes that pass to Hawkinson, we're talking.
He doesn't have to run.
Yep.
He doesn't get hurt. And who knows what happens?
Yep.
he
Well,
got hurt
hey.
because he slowed down. I'm just gonna keep it real. He should have kept going full force.
Well, he realized. I think he realized on that not hit that this is the NFL. You either need to get down or go full. There's no in between.
Yeah.
But when you're down by the goal line, you want to win. You want to get the ball in the end zone, and you got to prove something. You're a rookie.
Yeah.
You're gonna try and run somebody over.
Yeah.
We
You
better
shouldn't have
dive in the
tippy-toed
end
it.
zone shit.
You're gonna try and run somebody over. That's just. I mean, if you're gonna be soft like that, you might as well. That's a Kirk move.
It's better to put the kid on.
Well, George, you have more confidence than I do. Sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah, he's not giving up on Madison.
Good luck for you.
Yeah, you're the only one in that fan club, brother.
Right, you by yourself.
At the beginning of the season, the fan club had 30,000 members. George is like, I'm still
George is
here,
the only
bitches.
one. George is the only one left.
Man, it's good you have confidence in him, though. But I mean, I just haven't seen. I haven't seen anything from him for me to keep.
Well, and here's another thing too. So you know that Quisenberry replaced Darrisaw on the left side.
Yes.
So why did the Vikings continuously run to the left side with a backup tackle instead of running to the right side? Which really,
Well, O'Neal did get blown up a couple of times today, but yeah, they were without Grady Jackson, so there was no excuse for the running game not to work today.
right, and it was kind. You knew it was going to be one of those games. I thought it was going to be low scoring. I knew it was going to be close. I didn't know all of a sudden he was going to open it up in the later quarters.
Yeah, when it was 11-10, that was the first time in NFL history a score was 11-10 at halftime. I'm like, this is what I thought this game was going to be, a bunch of field goals, and if it turned into nothing but a field goal game, the Vikings were going to lose because the Falcons kicker is way better than the Vikings kicker.
He ain't
Even
missed no
though
kicks today, though.
He didn't. Joseph didn't miss it. We won, and he didn't miss any kicks.
Right. He didn't miss anything today. But I'm just saying that it's, I could, if you're going into that game, you look at the Falcons kicker, you look at the Vikings kicker, you're going to take the Falcons kicker 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, young way cool.
So but then again, you also have, with as bad as Ritter is, Winky
Heineke.
Heineke, sorry, is he's a gamer, but he's also a gunslinger who takes unnecessary chances, and he did that today.
Yeah,
The
he did that
Vikings
with
could have had far more
Yep.
interceptions than they did. They dropped 2 of them.
Yeah, they did.
Hey,
So-
how did the Broncos do today? Did they play today or did they have a bye?
Broncos got a bye.
Broncos got a bye.
They
Yeah.
did have a bye.
Yep. Broncos, Lions, Jaguars, and Niners, I think, had a bye.
Who Broncos play next week? Buffalo. All right.
The Buffalo looked bad.
Buffalo's looking really bad right now.
Buffalo is bad.
Yeah.
How long until we? Oh, cryptic dig from Stephon Diggs.
This thing.
Stefan will be looking for a new team. He wants out.
Yeah, that shit over with. Unless
Yeah,
they
he
get the
wants
right
it.
head coach.
Well, no, they need another quarterback.
But they gave him a contract. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they've already overpaid for
Yeah.
Allen, so they're stuck with
Yeah,
him.
I told all the Bills fans. I said, yeah, Josh Allen is not. He's no Burrow. He's not a Herbert. He's not any of those guys.
What George say? I love you guys. What now? What are your expectations? What does the season mean?
Well, you have to go all in now
Yeah, you got to.
You gotta
because their chance of. I mean, they already have 5 wins. Their chance of getting the top 10 pick is gone.
Yeah,
yes, you might as well just go for a higher seed.
go
Yeah.
for everything.
In matter of fact, the division is still wide
Right.
open.
And right now they're the 7th seed, but they're only a game out. But they're only a game behind the Cowboys.
Yep.
You know, they're only 2 games behind the Lions.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean,
they're 3 games behind. Technically, they're 4 games. Well, 5 games behind it.
And I think whatever
The
position we
Eagles.
pick at, we can either get Penix or JJ McCarthy.
I know Penix.
yeah.
He's playing the way he's playing, man. He ain't going to be there.
unless Harbaugh goes to the Bears,
Yeah.
then I'm pretty sure McCarthy's going to end up in a Bears uniform.
What up, Viking Funeral? Appreciate you. Yeah,
you know
it's.
We got to eat this W up like Winston. Ah!
You ain't lying.
Well, I saw the. I think I said this in a live stream, Yogi. The Vikings wanted the quarterback from the Rams who played for them in the playoffs. The last time the Rams were in the playoffs, because he knows the offense. But he was on the practice squad, and when you're on the practice squad, if a team says they want to take you on their 53-man roster, if it's another team, you can refuse. So he refused the Vikings offer.
The player refused it.
Yeah. When you're
Well,
on the
that's-
practice,
I
when
thought
you're-
because I thought if they were on the practice roster, they're fair game.
No, yeah, they're fair game for a team to call and say they want them, but the player can still decline it.
So, you know, he about to play in a minute for the Rams.
But he
They
knew
quarterback today.
he knew the Rams were calling him up, so that's why he because I think he started for the Rams today.
Oh, he the one from the
Oh,
practice squad?
he's the one that started it today.
Walford or Alford or something
Wolford,
like
yeah.
He
Yeah.
looked horrible.
that. That's who the
Yeah.
Vikings wanted. I'm kind of
I
glad
haven't-
they got Dobbs now.
I ain't know Dobbs was even available though.
Just so you guys know, my mom is a huge Michigan fan. She's from Michigan, so she can
I'm
actually
from Michigan
legit-
too.
she's actually a legitimate Michigan fan, not someone who lives in a different state who cheers for them. She's actually from Michigan,
Yeah,
so
what
she
part of
says
Michigan
Jim
she from?
Harbaugh is not going anywhere. JJ McCarthy is staying as long as he can.
Well, now that if that story that's whole spying story. If it comes out that's true, you heard
they
the latest,
fired-
right?
Well, they fired one of their scouts because, from what I understand, he was the one who was doing the spying.
Well, here's what happened. Now it's come out. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's been the 2 people that brought up the spying thing, the spying accusation, are related to the Ohio State head coach.
And I heard Ohio State was doing it too.
Yeah. That's they're the 2 that brought it up, that brought it to the attention, are related to the Ohio State head coach.
Yes,
I don't know how true that is, but I'm just like, what the hell? You can't beat them on the field, so you're gonna, put some BS on them? Really?
Yeah. Viking funeral Flint is not as bad as the quote unquote media says it is.
Oh, your mama from Flint, Kurt?
No, my mom's from Jackson, but Viking
Okay.
funeral was saying that he was in Flint.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's from Jackson. My dad's from Jackson too, I believe.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's so I still say Harbaugh goes to the Bears.
I don't see him leaving
That would be
Well,
a P.
they
That'd
can't
be a
keep-
good P. That would be a good PR move
They,
for the
they
Bears.
cannot keep Eberflus as their head coach.
No.
I think they don't get the Lions OC.
Oh, what's his name? Johnson.
Gannon. Oh no, that's right.
Johnson.
Brian Johnson, something like
He
that.
might go to. He could go to the Raiders.
That's true too.
Yeah, he could go to the Raiders.
But I think
Chicago.
if Harbaugh does leave Michigan, it will be for Chicago. I think.
Yeah, Jackson.
Yeah,
Or-
because I'm telling you right now, he's going to want to take them 2 shots a year at the Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah. See, yeah.
He ain't leaving Michigan, man. Leave our coach alone, man.
So
You're going to
Zoe,
have to
you're
let him
from-
go, brother. You're going to have to move on.
So you're from Michigan. You're from Detroit, right?
I'm from Detroit, y'all.
Yeah. She just said she's from Michigan. Yeah. I don't know. I'm confused on this season. This is, as Tony and I have talked many times on Vikings Vintage. This season seems to be a little different from even a
That's
regular, because it's like, they've started 0-3 before and they've turned it around, but that was with their starting quarterback and healthy players.
Yeah.
What this team is doing this year, even in 2017,
Yeah.
they may not have had a quarterback, but they still had all the other players.
And Keenum was on the team.
Right.
Yeah.
He was already on the team. So this season is even weirder because of all the injuries, and they're still playing like they're playing. That's the weird thing about this season.
Yeah, but I'll tell y'all what though, when Josh Dobbs first got in, when he had a sack, then he fumbled the ball, I said, man, this shit bring me back to Josh Freeman day. Remember Josh Freeman?
Oh man,
What was that? A Monday night?
and I even
Mhm.
said it cannot be worse than Josh Freeman starting.
No, that's the
And
worst
it
game
was-
I've ever seen a quarterback play.
And as soon as the first time he got that safety, I don't care if it's your second, third, fourth, fifth day with the team. You've been in the league for what, 6 years? You got to know you can't take a safety.
He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, it kind of collapsed real fast.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. Campbell beat Quisenberry. Nothing he could do.
Like a mug too. I ain't
Yeah.
know he was still in the NFL.
Oh, it's Clay Campbell?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in Atlanta.
Yeah, T-Bass, they beat the Minnesota Golden Chokers.
Yeah, don't
Y'all lost
remind.
to Illinois.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
the used car salesman lost it with like 40 seconds left. So that
Wow.
idiot can go too. I can't stand
And
him
Gophers
either.
ain't never been good though, for real.
They've been average. That's all.
My mom will fight to the death, and she will die on that hill for Big Blue.
This the year, this the year Harbaugh win it all.
But
Would you say there, Zoe?
This the year Harbaugh win it all.
Okay.
Shit, he ain't never win no. He like 0-9 bowl games.
Yep. Probably
Yep.
be 0-10.
You sound crazy.
as long as we beat Ohio State,
Ain't nobody, huh?
as long as they beat Ohio State, that's what
We
most
gonna
Michigan
we
fans
gonna
care
mark the
about.
floor with them. Can't nobody in college beat
Ohio
Michigan
State's
right
Ohio State's coach is not good.
now? No,
Who's number 1 right now?
Ohio State. I
Oh,
think.
way overrated Ohio State. They
because
are,
they,
but they are so
because
overrated.
they beat Penn State.
If you look at Ohio State's schedule compared to even Florida State's schedule, Florida State has played far more tougher teams than Ohio State has. Ohio State plays cupcakes after cupcakes every year in and year out.
Well,
But they beat.
they start the season padding their stats with cupcakes.
Yeah. They just once every 3 or 4 years they'll play a top.
Your dogs, Anthony.
They'll play a top team, but they always start the season against Akron and like Miami of Ohio. Youngstown State. They always start the
'Cause those-
season with like 4 of
They
those
pay
games in a row.
they pay those schools big time money to go up there and get their asses.
Right.
kicked.
That's why Ohio State has the most inflated, emptiest stats every year. I hate Ohio State. I'm
and
sorry.
their quarterback ain't good
Did,
this year.
did anybody watch the Saints game?
I watched a little bit of it.
Who the Saints play?
Bears.
Bears.
Oh, y'all did say that.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all see that Houston game?
I did.
That
did.
boy CJ, dude.
Okay, I'm going to put it out there right now. CJ Stroud is going to break the curse of bad Ohio State quarterbacks in the pros.
I think so too. It
It,
looked like
it ends with CJ Stroud. Look at what CJ Stroud's doing with no weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Tank Dell though.
I
I
had never even heard of the guy. I saw him today. I'm like, who is this?
Tank Dell was Rap's dude.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
him on rap.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
we
did my
were
homework on him.
doing mock drafts. Tank Dell was he always seemed to be whenever you did like those mock drafts, like in the third round, and Vikings still needed a wide receiver. Tank Dell was always like
Their
the
head
guy
coach is D'Amico Ryans, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and he just quit playing like 4 years ago or something like that. Not so
Right.
long ago.
Yeah, if that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I anybody who has a complaint about in today's game, there really is nothing to complain about. The kicker was perfect. The defense played well. Dobbs balled out. The only thing you complain about is more injuries,
Which are going to happen. You just have to deal with that.
And plus, we ain't had no bye week yet, so people tired. Shit.
Yeah, the bumps and bruises are catching up to him. You know,
we had the late bye. That's like they don't say you want. That's why they always say you don't want an early bye. You don't want a late bye. You want your bye like a week 8.
you want it in the middle.
I
Yeah.
like our bye though, for real.
Actually, our bye comes at a good time because the playoff
Yeah.
stretch is going to come then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean,
But Cincinnati scares me now.
I'm watching Cincinnati right now.
Are they
Buffalo's
still
been
win? Are they
bad,
still
though,
winning?
man.
And Burrow, you know what? Burrow is a streaky quarterback.
Yeah.
He is.
What's his name ain't doing shit though?
Who's that?
Jamar Chase.
No, he's not.
No, Mom. Georgia's 3 right now. Ohio State's 1,
Ohio State's 1. What is Michigan?
2.
1-2. Oh, that's got to
And then
burn
Georgia's
Harbaugh big
3.
time. That
But
burns Harbaugh.
Georgia didn't look good against Missouri. That's why Georgia's 3. Their offense, they have no offense. Their defense is carrying them.
Well, next year we got those Pac-10 teams coming in.
Yeah.
Hey, big
Big
shout
time.
out for to Vikings funeral for the little cash app. I'm going to use that to get a little something. Do a giveaway for the people. So just know the next giveaway is going to be from Vikings funeral.
Shout out to Viking Funeral.
Like a funeral's man.
Shout out, man. Yeah, OT Higgins went crazy today. He got
Oh,
like
Higgins.
100 he
Higgins
got like
did?
100 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have the best. They probably, other than the Vikings, have the best receiving.
But they gonna lose their receivers though.
No,
Which
they'll
one?
keep one of them. They'll
They'll
probably
keep
lose
one of
T.
them.
They'll probably
No,
lose
they
T.
gonna keep
Higgins.
one, but they ain't gonna keep all 3 of them.
No,
they'll
they'll probably lose Boyd first.
Well, yeah, Boyd would be the first one to go. Then Higgins, because Higgins is still in the rookie contract, I believe.
Yeah, this is last year.
So Jamar Chase is still underneath his rookie contract. So
Yeah,
Jamar came out. When did Jamar come out? Did he come out? He didn't come out
the
with
year
JJ, did he?
after JJ,
Year after JJ. Okay.
which because he won Rookie of the Year, even though his year wasn't as good as JJ, because JJ got robbed because Justin Herbert had a pretty good year, even though JJ had a better year. But it 9 times out of 10, it's a wide receiver. It's a quarterback reward.
Yeah, CJ looked good. I tell you what though, how you think Carolina is feeling? They drafted the wrong quarterback.
Whoa.
And you gave them all them
And
draft picks.
it's not
Yeah.
like they can replace them and get another first round pick.
You gave them all them draft picks and the player to draft the raw damn quarterback.
They sure did.
That's crazy.
They sure did.
Shadarius Sanders ain't coming out this year.
Well,
Oh, he's going back. He's making more
Yeah.
money with the NILs than he is, in the pros.
Yeah,
and then you see Caleb Williams got hurt.
he got hurt. He ain't get hurt bad though, did he? I seen the press conference. He talking about a dog or a cat or some shit.
I seen him at the end of the game. He was with his.
They're
parents.
talking
He was
about the
playing.
difference between a professional and a leader of a quarterback being hurt, like when Kirk Cousins got hurt, and then another quarterback who got hurt. I think when Richardson got hurt, and then they showed a player of a quarterback who got hurt last year. How even though they were hurt, they were like still supportive of the team and telling the team to keep going and stuff like that. And to where Caleb Williams kind of was like selfish about his injury. and they're like,
no.
yeah,
Who brought that up?
it was on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
Take Twitter with a grain of salt. I mean, everybody deals with it.
Caleb Williams has got a lot of haters. So
Yeah.
but I don't want him. But that's
Me
just my
neither,
personal
but like
preference.
I told people though, it's a lot of other great quarterbacks in this NFL draft.
Yeah,
This draft is one of the deepest for
Yeah,
quarterbacks in a long time.
but if Dobbs keeps playing like he's playing,
No, we still need off quarterback. In the future, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was
still-
going to say
You still need a quarterback. You just need one. You just need a younger, maybe a younger version of Dobbs with a strong.
And I
arm.
said-
which sucks because I really wanted to see what Hawk could do, but
Me-
we're not. You know,
yeah, me too, but it's on hold. It's on hold.
So now here's the thing: do you bring back JJ next week or do you wait?
No, bring him back next week if he can play.
I heard he was
Back.
already running. So
Yeah, I heard he was ready, but they just had him on IR.
yeah.
Hamstrings are tricky though. Damn things can pop up again.
That boy young. He
That's why you
good.
got to make sure it's 1,000% healthy. But if KJ's hurt, though, they're not going to.
Darisaw's groin injury could be a lingering thing too.
That motherfucker always injured, man.
Yeah,
It's a groin too, so that could be a problem.
it depends on how severe the tear was. If it's just a strain, he might, he could be back. But
I'll probably send him out against the Saints though, for real. Let him get another week to recover.
Who's that?
Darisaw.
Darisaw?
Yeah.
Well, he'll be going up against who's he going to line up on? Is he lining up
Well-
on Jordan? Cameron Jordan?
well, Cameron Jordan, that's why they need him back because know if Cam and Jordan does play the left side of their defense, the right side of the offense, they'll switch him because they'd rather have him go against the backup than go against
Right.
O'Neal
So I mean,
because he never does anything against Minnesota.
No, not for real.
no,
Darisaw shuts him down. O'Neal shuts him down every time they play. So Quisenberry in there.
Hey, everybody that's in the channel, be sure to hit that like and subscribe because next week, Saturday, 9 p.m. in Purple Vibes in the Zone, we will be doing a giveaway because of the donation from Vikings Funeral. So I'm going to go, I don't know, pick up some type of Vikings memorabilia, and whoever's in the chat that night will have a chance to win it.
Straight
So
up.
shout out again, Vikings Funeral. You're gonna be the sponsor of the Purple and Vibes giveaway next Saturday. Yeah.
Why is Zed bringing up a race car driver?
where do you see
Who?
that?
TJ Ribs.
What'd he say?
He said TJ Ribs with a question mark.
Who the hell is TJ Ribs?
He's a race car driver.
NASCAR?
Oh, no, TJ Hawkins.
He talking about TJ Hawkinson, I think.
Oh,
okay.
TJ, he got a rib injury today.
Okay.
Oh, TJ
I'm like,
Ribs.
what?
Oh, he
TJ Ribs
a NASCAR driver?
Yeah, he's a black race car driver.
A black
Wow.
race car driver?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had black race car drivers.
Oh, they do.
They got
have
a
lot of them.
couple.
Yeah,
Bubba
Sounds
Wallace
good,
is
Vikings.
one.
Sounds good.
a lot of people
Um,
don't like Bubba Wallace though,
Yeah,
but it's not because of his color. There's a whole different.
there's some political stuff that went on.
Yeah,
with him.
yeah.
Oh, it's the final. Cincinnati 24, Buffalo 18.
So Buffalo's what? 4-4?
Didn't we just have this score a few weeks ago?
5-3, I think.
No, I think Buffalo's losing record now, aren't they?
Buffalo's 5-4.
5-4. Okay.
Oh.
Well, that means Dolphins are still first place in the East.
Dolphins not for real. Dolphins is some fucking frauds.
They looked human today.
They can't be no real team in the NFL, man. Every
They
time
all look human. They all look like they could lose any Sunday. Any given
Yeah,
Sunday. They're holding true to that.
So there
model.
is no dominant team in the league right now.
No, that's
No.
why I said the Minnesota can go for it all this year.
They
I
can
mean, the
sneak
Chiefs
in.
defense is starting to play better, so that might
With
make
their
them a little
offense
bit
though, their
scared.
offense is trash.
Mhm.
Well, he doesn't have any receivers, so which was,
Is our D tackle
Okay.
situation good? Yeah, it's
Willie T. Ribs. That's right. Sorry,
Huh?
Willie T. Ribs is his name,
Oh.
not T.J. Ribs, but
Hey, George Blunt. I'm gonna die on this hill.
oh god, here we go
I'm
again.
gonna die on this hill. With Lowry hurt, we still need Hicks in the building. Hey, if we're gonna make a push, let's make a push.
Just play Roy more.
Yeah, just play Roy.
But hey, we're gonna need depth. We'll need depth. If
Well,
You know
Davenport's
who
coming back.
you know who I would get? I would take Otanamoyo from Jacksonville's practice squad.
Man, Big Zero coming back in a minute.
I would. Who?
Well, hey, you got to admit, when Davenport was in there, he did produce.
yeah,
Yeah, when he was in there.
He
I
ain't
mean,
never in there.
Hey, it's just like the movie Mars. 1 out of 3 branches of government.
Hicks is. I'm going to tell you right now.
games out of
Hicks is not in shape.
He ain't.
You don't know.
No.
Do you have
The
spy
linebacker?
footage? No,
Hicks is not in shape.
no. The Hicks used to play for the Bears.
Yeah,
Hakeem
Akeem
Hicks.
Oh,
Hicks.
Hakeem Hicks.
Tony, do you have spy video of Hicks working out?
You know damn well that fool ain't in shape.
hey, my sources say he's been calling me, and he's like, Yogi, I know you've been pushing me out there to come to the Vikings. I've been working out.
Well, he did say on Twitter that he wouldn't mind playing for Minnesota.
You know what though? I'm just going to put this out there. With Chris Rumpf gone from the team, it could be a possibility because Hicks and Rumpf did not get along. And that was from their days in Chicago.
I want y'all to bookmark this shit.
Oh,
If
Jesus.
Hicks ends up on the Vikings, you heard it from your boy.
Okay, I'm gonna give it 3 weeks. I'll make a bet with you, Yogi. If Hicks ain't on the team in 3 weeks, you owe me 2 large pizzas, sausage, green olives, and I want them delivered to my house.
Bet.
And it better not be Papa John's.
Yogi be delivering them themselves. I baked them in my own oven.
So we need Big Zero back, man. Save his ass for the Cincinnati game, man.
I would wait. I'd bring him back after the bye.
Yeah, let him play.
I'd bring him back. You're gonna need a bunch of those players for that playoff stretch.
Well, with the
That
way
run.
Bonham and Daniil Hunter are playing right now.
And Daniil's still getting those double teams. Did you guys notice
see
today?
Did you see the center for the Falcons have an oh shit moment when Daniil Hunter lined up over him today? He actually false started.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
He's like, oh shit, 99 over me. Oh shit.
I saw that. I'm like, dude, nothing's
That's
supposed to phase you. What are
That's
you
a
doing?
bad man. They got to resign him,
But-
man.
Then the very next play, he got all that pressure up, but there was
Yeah.
no one to contain.
Yeah,
And Heineke just went. I
yeah,
remember that.
that's another thing.
So,
Did you guys notice today though? We didn't dial up the blitz like we usually do.
well, because Heineke would beat himself.
Well, yeah, but the way that the Vikings were blitzing there during the season, for those games, they had that contained blitz where it would be hard for him to get out of that pocket. He'd have to run up into the pocket. But today we didn't blitz much. We actually only rushed maybe 3 or 4 at a time. We didn't blitz.
They did. They were a lot of 6 and 7 man coverages today.
Yeah, and then when we did show blitz, we dropped off immediately. So maybe I get Flores doesn't want to tip his hand too much. It depends on the quarterback too. But I bet he blitzes next week against Carr. I'm telling you that right now.
Yogi has support from Vikings.
I'm not against it either. I'm just saying he hasn't really played in a year, so you don't know what kind of shape he's in. If at most you probably get 20 plays out of him.
I'm
Maybe.
okay with that.
He's also
T-Bass.
30 some odd years old.
T-Bass, this is where
If you could get anything out of Ndamukong Suh and Linval Joseph, and I think Linval signed with somebody,
Yeah, he
you
did.
Yes.
you could probably get something out of Hicks.
T-Bass, this is where you're wrong. As someone who grew up in South Florida, when it's 45 degrees outside, we don't leave our house.
45 degrees here in Minnesota, that's a heat wave.
I know, but I'm saying in South Florida, 45 degrees, like where the Dolphins play, we ain't leaving our house. We sheltered in place.
Okay, so I don't know much about this dude. Who's Matt Ioannidis?
Matt Ioannidis,
How's he?
average. He's,
Yeah, he's
he's
average at
you know who
best.
he is. He's basically a better version of Dean Lowry.
Yeah.
He was in Carolina.
Oh yeah, he's still out there too.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the 4th ranked free agent out there right now.
Yeah, but
But he-
Viking
but,
funeral. How much is Hicks been eating?
He's
since not been
actually he
playing?
could play
See,
he could play Lowry's spot. Put it that way.
That's the
But he-
question, Viking funeral. How much has Hicks been eating since he's not playing?
That's a good question. He could be living at buffets from now. I mean,
Yeah, but that dude you talking about, Young, I think he failed the physical for the New England Patriots though.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
oh, did he?
Yeah, that's why he's not in the league because he failed his physical. He's good enough to play. He just
That must be his. That's he's got it's a shoulder or something. That's a bum shoulder. So, yeah, he's also up there in age too.
I mean, the defense is playing well right now, so I don't know how much we need to change.
You just add more depth. You need more bodies. Just-
Ondo Nim IG. Yeah, weed gives me acid flashbacks.
Oh my god. Oh.
And
I
I can
don't-
never smoke it because I get a headache.
I don't smoke weed.
There's a Black and Miles, right?
No, no Capones.
Or Swisher
Cigar-
Sweets.
No cigars.
I can't smoke anymore because of my asthma. But,
Yeah, I've
yeah,
never smoked.
I was pretty
So-
bad back in the day. So
He ate 22 Packers a year and was still able to move. Yeah, Viking Funeral lives in Wisconsin, so he knows about that Packer stuff.
now I'm curious what that attitude is over there because that Packer team is not good. Not
Hell
good.
no, they trash.
Mm.
Hey,
And I never thought I would
they
say
won
again in my
today.
lifetime that they're well. They beat another trash team in the Rams, and Stafford didn't play.
Right.
You know, and they only put up what 10, 20
8.
points.
Adrian beat your son, so he could still play.
He did say he could still play in the NFL at 38. He
I
did
just
put
like
that out
Adrian
there.
beat your son. That's funny.
Well, now his son getting older. Now his son gonna grow up and whoop his ass.
I don't know how you make that much money and go broke.
You blow it on stupid crap, and then you got a business person who takes all your money. That's how it usually happens.
They were doing some interviews with a guy when the Powerball got like to the $1 billion for the first time. They're like, they interviewed a guy in line. He's like, "What are you gonna blow the money on?" He's like, "Oh, So she's like, "What are you gonna use the money on?" He's like, "I don't know. I'll probably buy some hookers and blow."
Hey, I seen that shit. I seen
At least
that.
he's honest.
I seen
His
that.
girlfriend's like, "What?"
At least he's honest. Oh, she had
Yeah.
that look on her face like, "Don't worry, you'll be laying there right next to him."
Yeah. But so I was surprised with how today's game went. I thought they would win, but I thought it would be because of Hall. I had no idea Dobbs would come and play the way he did. The defense is balling out. So that because of the way the defense is playing, as long as Dobbs doesn't screw it up, I think the Vikings are in a good position.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. It's they're not putting Dobbs in a position to win games.
Right.
He just basically has to stick to the script and make the plays, execute the plays that they give him. As long as if he starts getting touchdowns, that's going to help. As long as we're in the red zone now, we start getting some touchdowns, which helps having a mobile quarterback. I don't care if he runs it in every time; they all count.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. So that gives your defense, that puts your defense to play with the lead. And then if you score enough touchdowns, your defense is ready to just tee off on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So Yogi, pull up their schedule real quick.
Boom, 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 boom. It's gonna cover. Hold on. It's gonna
That's fine.
cover. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let me find it. Got it.
Our audience knows how handsome.
Tony,
We
move your
all are,
head to
so-
the other way. There we go.
Oh, so that's how it works, huh?
So New Orleans, I don't see them losing that unless they play their worst game of the year.
Oh, there we go.
And Denver, you don't know what team's going to show up for Denver. You don't know if it's going to be the team that beat the Chiefs or if it's going to be the team that played the Dolphins.
Question: is there a possibility that the Denver and Chicago games could be flexed?
I think if Denver wins next week, I don't think so. I still think that's
Because
prime
Denver
time.
is Sunday night and Chicago is Monday night.
Did they flex Monday night games? I thought
I
it
don't
was
think
Sunday
so.
night.
They
Somebody
said they
said
were
they
going
don't.
to.
Well, if it's it depends what the other matchups are for that week.
Well, even for the Sunday night game, it's basically Russell Wilson against probably Dobbs.
Yeah.
I like that matchup.
You know, I think we beat Denver.
I think we beat them now.
Yeah, I think we beat Denver.
Okay, so right now they're 5-4.
Mhm.
So let's say they beat the Saints, so that's 6-4.
Mhm.
Denver to me is a toss-up. And Chicago, they beat Chicago because Zoe could play quarterback and they beat Chicago.
I'm
So
a lefty too.
at the worst, that's what 8-5, 7-5.
If they lose one, if it's a toss-up game,
Yeah,
they could be 7-5, best 8-4.
right. Okay, Las Vegas.
I think that's a win.
Well, even with McDaniels being fired, they got that bump that all teams do when they fire the coach. They bring in a new coach. They always get that bump.
But the
They usually
Giants
win the next game.
but the
But
Giants are bad.
The Giants are bad.
Yeah, Daniel Jones tore his ACL
And
today.
did he tear his ACL?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's they're
You're
bad.
welcome. You're welcome for us having such a bad defense last year, Giants. You're welcome that you got Daniel Jones.
He got what? He got his payday, so
Yeah.
yeah, he good.
So
he needs to split that money with Donatel.
So Cincinnati is the only game that really truly scares me with the way Burrow is playing right now.
Yeah.
I think they split with Detroit and they lose to Green. They beat Green Bay. So
I think
what
they
is that?
sweep Detroit.
I think they sweep Detroit.
Me too.
You think
I
they
think
sweep
they-
Detroit?
I think they sweep Detroit.
Because
Ooh,
even when Detroit's
The
bad,
Vikings.
I think the
Oh, yeah.
Vikings sweep Detroit.
We got to.
Oh, they're not flexing it. Okay, they're not going to flex the Broncos game.
And we got to beat Detroit twice, and we need the Cowboys to beat Detroit
Or the Chargers.
or the Giants.
If the Chargers beat them, that would be nice. That would be nice.
If the Chargers beat Detroit, we have to beat the Lions twice and not lose any game.
But we got to win out.
Yeah, we got to win out.
We can't afford to slip up.
because
And-
the Lions' schedule is not difficult either.
Only two games
No.
I think difficult outside of Minnesota, like the Chargers and Cowboys. That's it. And the Chargers ain't really
If
shit.
the Cowboys play like they did today, they're not beating the Lions.
But the Cowboys at home, so you know.
We got King Baby Nuts in the building.
King baby nuts.
King Baby Nuts. That's my stepson.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
So there's a possibility this team could finish 12
I think at the worst,
or 11-6.
at the worst, I
10
think
and
they're
7 at the worst, most.
10-7 at the worst.
And that could still get
That's
us.
a playoff.
That's a
And
playoff, yeah.
In the NFC, that's a playoff.
That's a playoff. So you're on the road, but you're still in the postseason.
So
You know?
unless they catch the Lions, though, see, I don't know. See if
Yeah,
I mean,
it would be hard to beat the Lions 3 times in a row.
Yeah, because you'd probably end up playing them in the playoffs.
Yep.
in Detroit twice.
Well, not necessarily.
'Cause
Well,
the Lion probably get
Not
they
necessarily.
probably get the number 6 seed. I'm thinking.
Because put it this way, if the Vikings win the division, it's a home game.
Yeah.
Right.
But they'll probably end up playing, and I think whatever seed they are, they play probably the lowest seed.
The lower seed. I think that'd be Seattle. I'm thinking.
Just like last year, they played the Giants.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
Giants
think
were the 7th seed.
I think they play Seattle for real.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez. And only one team's got to buy. So in the playoffs now. So
Well, that's probably more than likely going to be the Eagles.
yeah,
Yeah.
the way the NFL is gearing it up to, that's going to be the Eagles and Kansas City. Yep. Yeah, that's the
I don't know. I think
So the
Baltimore
Eagles-
was-
So Eagles are 8-1. Cowboys are 5-3. The Niners are 5-3. Seahawks are 5-3. Lions are 6-2. Minnesota's 5-4. The Saints are 5-4. Those are the only teams that have a winning record in the NFC.
Yeah.
okay.
So basically,
So
They
if we beat the Saints, we'd have the tiebreaker against the Saints,
Yeah.
tiebreaker against the 49ers, tiebreaker against
the
the
Falcons.
Falcons.
Yep.
That South is wide open. Atlanta could actually win the division still.
Yeah.
So could the Saints. That NFC South is wide open.
Tampa
Right.
Bay just horrible. I don't know how we lost to them.
turnovers.
Turnovers.
Yeah.
First game of the year, they went and
Yeah.
first game of the year, and it just starters hadn't played all year. And now that you think back on it, it actually took this team a few weeks to gel.
Yeah.
It really did.
So next week we need Jacksonville to beat the 49ers.
That's in Jacksonville, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What else? We need the Chargers to beat the Lions.
That's what we really need right
That
there.
could possibly happen. That's a Monday night. Is that a Monday night game or Sunday night game?
That is
Sunday night. I believe.
3:05.
Oh, it's an afternoon game. Okay.
Yep, it's afternoon game.
Okay.
And let's have the Giants squeak one out and beat the Cowboys.
No, that's not happening now.
Who
Not
the
after
quarterback
Danny
for the Giants?
Danny DeVito.
Who the
Yeah.
hell is that?
Or the Commanders beating the Seahawks. I'd be okay with that.
That could be that could
That
happen.
could happen.
You don't know what Washington's going to show.
No.
Well, yeah, right now the Vikings are the 7th seed.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, did you see that really bad roughing the passer call today?
On who?
It was in the Washington game.
No.
It was just a regular quarterback sack, and they called. The guy that he replaces Sweat. They called him for roughing the passer on a regular quarterback sack.
Was it kind of like the
Did
Clay
it go
Matthews sack on
off,
Kirk
or-
Cousins a couple years ago?
He
No,
put
it
right
was
there.
just a regular sack. It was nothing rough about it. It's like only thing I could think of, they're getting on him because he came down with his whole weight. But guess what? Mac Jones was trying to struggle. And when he brought him down, it's just like a regular sack. You
Oh
know?
wow! I just pulled up Twitter and this dude just shaved off his eyebrows in support of Josh Dobbs.
Wow, does he realize that?
Does he realize Dobbs does have eyebrows?
Well, does he also realize that eyebrows take the longest of any of all the
Yeah.
hair to grow back? It takes
Hey,
years for your
Hey,
eyebrows to grow back.
I like Dobbs, but I ain't cutting my eyebrows.
My cousin on a dare cut like half of his eyebrow off, and it literally took like 5 years for it to grow back.
Damn.
Yeah, eyebrows don't grow back fast at all.
Last statement on the Hicks thing. I think you're going to be eating day old Domino's.
They're not going to sign him.
Well, of course they're not going to sign him. because it would be
Yogi's
smart-
like, this was two large pizzas. Now you're down to a large and a half. I got hungry on the way over here.
Yeah, since I'm buying this, you got to share.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
And what I'm excited about. I don't have to request the draft off anymore.
No, you don't.
Right.
No, you
I
don't.
always request the draft off. Doesn't matter where I'm working, what my shift is.
So where's the draft held next year? It's in Detroit, right?
It's in
Yeah.
Detroit.
So I guess I'm gonna have to try to make it out there.
Let's do it, Tony. Let's do it.
The Vikings
I'm
better
gonna
make
try to
it
make it out there.
Zoe's going to be on the 10 o'clock news.
Zoe gonna be so upset when they draft an offensive tackle.
They better not.
They're going to draft a safety.
No, they better not.
They're going to trade back, draft a safety.
Man.
Oh, you know what would be worse? They don't draft at all in the first round.
I'll be mad as hell. Like, man, I'm waited all day for this.
They won't draft at all in the first round. They'll get like 3 second-day picks and crap like that.
Running on stage, punching Roger Goodell in the face.
Somebody lost their damn mind.
Oh, if Zoe did that, people would love him because nobody likes Roger Goodell.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he, half the city. I mean, all the football fans in the world would pay his bail.
That's true.
They would. They pay his bail. So hell, I'd even pay his bail. He hit Goodell. Hell yeah, I'm paying. Yeah.
So
Free.
where we at? Where we at right now, Yogi, with draft? With 23, 24? They're a playoff team, so they're going to be at least, 20, 23, 24?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it was 20.
That was before today's game, though, right?
Yeah, so
They keep winning. They're going to be farther and farther.
PFF hasn't updated yet.
Hey, go for the gusto.
Let me see
But
what-
you know what? Good thing though. There's a ton of quarterbacks available
Yeah.
in this draft. It's a deep draft, so you can still find the type of quarterback to run the type
and
of offense.
if we get Penix, JJ McCarthy, Jaden Daniels, or Jordan Travis, I will be a-okay.
I'd draft McCarthy just to keep him away from Harbaugh wherever Harbaugh goes.
Yeah.
I would draft McCarthy.
But Quasey loves other divisional teams, man. He loves trading with them.
Shit, not this year.
Not this year. Only ones he hasn't traded with is Chicago.
Man, if Chicago uses their first pick to get a non-quarterback and trades back and picks up a quarterback, I can see them doing that.
In the extra first round pick,
Next
Yeah.
first round pick.
Yeah.
That's true.
that makes sense.
I mean,
That's true.
I'm glad the Packers won today because the more wins they have, the less likelihood they are to replace Jordan Love.
Or just
They're
messing up-
they're going to
They're
replace
replacing
Jordan
him.
Love. Period.
They just messing up their draft spot.
Yeah, they're going to replace Jordan Love. They will not have the luck they had with Favre and Rodgers though. That's done.
Right, because they drafted Jordan Love and they moved up to get him.
Yeah, so they're not that stretch that they had of quarterbacks. That's done.
And if y'all go to Detroit, Zoe will tell you what parts not to go.
Detroit Gucci though. Detroit Gucci.
Yeah, Detroit's had a big renaissance last 4 or 5 years.
Our
you know.
downtown lit too. We
But
got that new
there's still,
Riverwalk.
I mean, it's a major city, so there are, there's parts in San Antonio I'll tell you not to go to. You
Well,
know?
there's parts in the Twin Cities I'll tell you not
Yeah.
to go to.
So there are parts not to go
Yeah.
to, but yeah.
I
But
worked in
before-
that part.
Like 10 years ago, nowhere in
Say
Detroit.
I'm kind of in that part right now where I
Yeah.
live.
Back in Detroit, 10 years ago, Detroit, no part of Detroit was safe. But that's really changed the last 5 or 6
Yeah,
years.
our downtown really lit too though. 'Cause everybody play downtown now.
Oh, everybody's downtown.
Everybody.
Wow.
Red Wing, Tigers, Lions.
Yeah.
Where the Pistons in Auburn Hills?
Oh yeah,
What's that?
Pistons downtown too, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
they are
Auburn Hills is
downtown,
closed.
okay.
Auburn Hills is closed.
Hey, I'm
Really?
about to tap out,
Yeah.
y'all. Thank you, everybody. Next Saturday, giveaway. Purple Vibes in the Zone, 9 p.m. Be sure
And
to
3
tap
weeks
in.
from now, Yogi, my pizza, 2.
Make sure Yogi put the links, all the channels down in the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, Zoe's channel, and Yogi's channel.
And I just found your
Tony
channel
doesn't
too,
have a
Kurt.
channel. Yogi doesn't have a channel, but he does all his content on Yogi's channel.
Yeah.
So you get Tony by subscribing to my channel because Tony and I pretty much do our shows together. So by liking my channel, subscribing to my channel, and liking and subscribing to Yogi's channel, you get Tony. What was that, Joe?
I said I just subscribed. I just found your damn channel when he dropped the link in the
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm actually pretty good. I think I got like 25, 26 subscribers. So, that's pretty good for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, that's real good
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
That is.
It'd be hard as hell to get subscribers.
Well, I appreciate Yogi and everybody else in this Purple Skull Media family.
Oh, Anthony. Oh, we got somebody from Detroit. He said I live on Satin Ball of Grass shit. Oh,
Okay.
for real? I'm from Joy Road, and he from your page, Yogi?
Uh,
Anthony Webb.
Anthony Webb.
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, damn. He from the east side of Detroit.
Yeah, I've never been to Detroit, but I've been to Pontiac a couple of times.
Yeah, Pontiac ain't too far from Detroit though.
Did they ever tear down the
Silverdome?
They
Silverdome?
finally tore it down. Yeah,
Did they
Yeah.
finally?
yeah.
That's one reason why I never liked the Lions though, because they ain't never played in Detroit when I was growing up.
Yeah, that would have a lot to do with it.
They played in fucking Pontiac, a fucking hour away.
Well, that's like, like a whole generation of LA people.
Well,
they didn't have football at
Yeah,
all.
Damn, you got
Giants.
somebody from Hamtramck too? Nope.
Oh, Nug. This is Nug. He's a Lions fan.
Oh yeah, he from Yogi Page though, right?
But he always joins our post game stuff.
Okay, he from Hamtramck.
Yeah, but he's actually like we were talking earlier about Lions Insider. Nug is the same way. He understands what the Lions are.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, he understands that they're having a good year, but they're not.
Oh, we got Detroit all in the building.
See, you are a secret Lions fan.
That explains that.
So, yeah, I don't think anything. I think they might lose a couple more games.
They don't need to.
But they don't need to. I think if
They
Cousins-
don't need to, but I think
Um,
they probably, I hate to say it, they probably should to get
Yeah.
it out of their system.
I'd rather have them finish 10 and maybe 10 and 7, 11 and 5, and maybe lose one or two games than run the table. Because that way they still have the taste of what a loss feels like, I guess you could say. So
I'll tell you what, though, with the way they lost their first 3 games, that's probably enough.
Exactly.
that's true,
Get out
too.
their system.
Especially the way they lost that Kansas City game.
In
That's
the Eagles game.
And the Eagles game. That's probably enough to where these guys are like, I don't want to lose no more. And they're
Yeah.
playing like it right now. Right now, everything's, even with the injuries, they're still finding ways to win. You know what? I got to give KOC credit. I can't believe I'm doing this. He is finding
all right, where's
ways.
Tony? What you guys do with him?
He
Blink
is finding
Blink
ways
twice
to
if
win.
you're okay, Tony.
He is finding ways to win.
Yeah.
Today, he's finding ways, even when they're close games, even last year's games, he still won. There was a lot of luck involved. This year, they've actually won some games outright. They've won it on their own terms. So I give him credit for that. His play calling still leaves much to be desired. But
That's the first time I've been accused of being a Lions fan.
What do you say, Curtis?
Put
Y'all
it this
going
way.
crazy.
My parents are from Detroit, born and raised, and they're not even Lions fans.
Oh my God.
My dad's a Dolphins fan, and my mom's a Redskin fan, so that should tell you.
Oh man. Damn.
And they were good. The Lions were good when they were young. It's all my parents were in their 70s. So,
Yeah, the Lions were at their best
The
in the
Lions-
50s.
yeah.
With Bobby Lane and those guys.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's I got to give him credit. I mean, if he can keep the momentum going, the players have bought in. I think Brian Flores has a lot to do with it too. So, who knows? What was he, 13-4 last year? He could be 12-5, 11-6 this year. That's only 2 games off of last year. But
Yeah.
he's got to win. He's got to win a playoff game. He's got to.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he'll be heading down that Denny Green road of good in the regular season, can't do it in postseason. Because Denny had to
Yeah.
deal with that his first 3 or 4 years in the league.
Well, T-Bass, normally I would agree with you, but Chicago is not safe. The city itself is not safe. And the Bears have no say or control of anything of the stadium that they're playing in right now.
The last thing they should have did was remodel Soldiers Field.
Yeah.
They should not have remodeled Soldiers Field. That was it. But hey, guys, I am going to check out of here. And
Yeah, I'm gonna head out too, man.
So,
yeah,
okay. So thank you everybody who showed up. We had our highest viewers tonight. Appreciate. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe to all 3 of our channels. So before we go, let's go ahead and final thoughts on today's game. Was there any negatives at all for today's game? And do you think Dobbs can keep it up?
I think Dobbs can keep it up. He's going to get some weapons back. If you see, I mean, next week it's a possibility you're going to see Dobbs with JJ, and you're going to see Dobbs with Darisaw blocking for him. So there is a distinct possibility he could keep this up. He's not being asked to just carry the team. He's got a supporting cast, which is what he didn't have in Arizona, and still put up the numbers he did. So now with a supporting cast, anything's possible. Better atmosphere, better coaching. I think he keeps it up.
Yeah, and plus Dobbs will be getting first team reps. He'll learn more of the playbook. He get to play with he get to play with his offense for like a whole week, put in like extra time. It's like today he was looking kind of sluggish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think Dobbs will look better. Like Tony said, we get weapons back. And Dobbs is a mobile threat, man. Like the Minnesota Vikings ain't never seen this. KOC might be unlocking a new thing in his offense with this quarterback that Kirk Cousins just couldn't do. Like we all know Kirk can make all the throws.
Yeah.
But Kirk just couldn't move around in the pocket.
Kirk's mobility was a big problem. His lack of mobility. That was always a problem.
When a quarterback is mobile, it's not just about running the football. It's just about buying time inside of the pocket. Yeah. Like we never seen Justin Jefferson on a broken play.
No.
Imagine how that gonna look after Dobbs get comfortable in the offense.
It'll probably get to the point where they're going to be out there. You're going to look at them. They're going to be like having fun. They're going to be dialing up some plays that are going to be like, where did this come from? But it fits with Dobbs's play, and it's a way to get JJ and those guys open and single coverage, and it opens. Having a mobile quarterback opens up that offense. We have, like I said, we haven't had a mobile quarterback since Dante. So this is like I'm loving this.
Chase Keenum was mobile, but he wasn't like running quarterback. But
he wasn't running quarterback, but he could get you yards if you needed it.
Yeah. Well, but I'm excited, to see what KOC, how he adapts the offense, because he's going to make some changes. He's probably definitely going to add some RPOs, especially if you run the RPOs with Ty Chandler.
Yep.
So we'll definitely. So I'm excited to see that part. We'll find out with Jalen Hall if Jalen Hall is the guy or not. We're going to have to wait to find that out. But if this happens to be the 2017 Eagles, I don't care if I don't see Jaren Hall. If Josh Dobbs does the same thing that Nick Foles did for the Eagles, Josh Dobbs, you won't ever have to buy another steak dinner. You'll get free dinners from Manny's the rest of your life.
He will run this town.
Yes.
He will run this town. He will.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm after watching today's performance, call me purple tinted glasses, call me, call me a fanboy if you want. I don't care. I like what I saw from this team today. They came back time and time again today. Injuries, you know what? I said it earlier in the game on one of our Lopez's show, the post-game show. The Vikings are like the Marines. They adapt and they overcome. And that's what they've been doing so far. So appreciate everybody for joining us. Once again, Zoe, any shows coming up where they can find you real quick?
In his own podcast, we just dropped the link below. Everybody subscribe, especially my people that's from Detroit. I'm from Detroit.
Your next show?
Saturday night, 10 o'clock Eastern time. And I drop videos all day during the week.
All right.
But I drop video about all football teams, though, for real.
Yeah. And then, so Tony, you and I, our next show is The Vintage on Wednesday, where we talk Vikings history.
Yep.
If you guys missed last week's show, it was about the Love Boat episode. It was it was hilarious. Not safe for kids.
No, it's not recommend. It's got a parental advisory there, folks.
Yes. Yeah. So, and then also backlog. If you want to know about how the Vikings became a franchise, that's all on there. The coaches, the number one draft picks, the Hall of Famers. We talked about all that. So that's the then We also have a bi-weekly show, status of the NFC North, where we discuss every team in the division and the status of it. That's a bi-weekly show. That's every other Friday. So this Friday coming up, it'll be on again, and that is at 8 o'clock, I believe, 8 or 9 o'clock. I think I got to double check the time. But I think it's 8 o'clock. So that we do that show, and then we have the post-game show after every Vikings game. And then I also join Yogi on the same channel, Purple Rain, along with D Woods. We do live game streaming as well. So once again, I would like to thank everybody for joining us. It was a good day for Vikings, and all I can say is Skol Vikings.
I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you. I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you.